affectionately refer to as the Artrepreneurial Camp, which is art and entrepreneurial entities that have come together and will be taught on a daily basis. And so we're talking skill sets and then passion projects, and then mixed with the skill sets of entrepreneurship. So branding yourself, being able to look at how do you price a piece, what do you call it, how do you bring in an audience, answering those kind of questions throughout the camp. And then on top of it, having the opportunity to work with professional artists who are doing this for a living.
Seated at last year's Elks Farmers Market. I spent a lot of time there last year, and I kept thinking this would be a really great environment, a market environment for young people to both share the kind of creative work that they were doing, but also to interact with the public. Our natural inclination as human beings is to fear that. And if we could set up a learning situation that is also fun and creative to help young people overcome that fear and introduce them to the concept of, well, here's my painting, let me tell you a story about it, and potentially sell it, that would be a real positive thing, because if they can get those lessons early, it'll serve them through the whole life.
I have such a high respect as a teacher of 22 years for the actual gifts and talents of what it takes to be a teacher. The transition pieces, the pedagogy involved, the skill set of teaching. I wanted to bring in the best, right? I wanted to make sure that we had somebody who really understood what it was like to teach art.
So we have a general outline and a calendar of what's going to be happening. So for instance, in the morning they have time to work on personal projects and to just develop new skills. So I'd introduce, for instance, like charcoal one morning, just for like 10 or 15 minutes so they can experiment with that and then incorporate those different techniques or materials in later projects. So I found working with kids, the more options they have, the more engaged they are and excited about the work they're going to create.
So reach us through the studio, so of course, and there's they can email us, they can contact us by phone. So at studiomeokotoks@gmail.com, then of course at 403-422-4673. They can get a hold of us at, or even reach out. We're posting on social media all over the place. It's on the radio here as well too, or going in the newspaper as well. So there'll be areas they can get hold of us. We get back to people quite consistently on our posts and stuff as well too, and that's actually how we got some feedback for a few of the artists that have joined the class here as well too.
To conclude this art opportunity on August 20th at 7 p.m. at Studio Me, students and guest artists will have the opportunity to showcase and sell their work. We invite the general public to attend this event.